Are you prepared to ensure your pet's safety during a natural disaster? That's a question we all need to ask ourselves. The truth is, when disaster strikes, we can find ourselves in a state of panic and confusion. But what if I told you that there's a way to significantly reduce that stress? It's all about planning ahead. Consider this. Just as you would prepare an emergency kit for yourself and your family, it's equally important to do the same for your pet. Yes, you heard it right. An emergency preparedness kit specifically designed to meet the needs of your furry, feathery, or scaly friend. This kit can be a real lifesaver, ensuring that your pet has everything they need to stay safe, comfortable, and calm during an evacuation or lockdown situation. So what does this kit entail? Now you might be wondering, what should this emergency kit include? Let's dive right in. One cannot underestimate the importance of food and water, especially in emergency situations. In the hustle and bustle of an emergency, it's easy to overlook the essentials. However, when it comes to your pet, leaving behind their food and water could spell disaster. Therefore, it's critical to pack at least a week's supply of pet food and water. Food should be packed in airtight, waterproof containers to protect it from potential hazards and contamination. Water, on the other hand, should be stored in clean, secure containers to ensure it remains safe for consumption. While packing, remember to take into consideration your pet's age, dietary requirements, and health status. For instance, a puppy might need different food than an older dog, and a cat with a health condition might require a special. In the end, these preparations may seem simple, but they're essential. Remember, your pet's survival may depend on these essential items. If your pet is on medication, forgetting it is not an option. Vital to keep a sufficient supply of any prescribed medications in your pet's emergency kit. Just like us, pets may require regular medication for a variety of health conditions. In the midst of a crisis, it's crucial that we maintain their regimen to keep them stable and comfortable. In addition to prescribed meds, a basic pet first aid kit is also essential. This should include items like bandages, antiseptic wipes, a digital thermometer, a pet-safe antiseptic, and a pet first aid booklet. And remember, every pet is unique. Your vet is a valuable resource for understanding your pet's specific needs in an emergency. Whether it's a special diet, a particular medication, or an anxiety remedy, consulting with your vet is imperative to ensure your pet's well-being in any situation. Having these could be a lifesaver in a crisis situation. In the chaos of a disaster, pets can easily get lost. A collar and leash can make all the difference. Now, you might be thinking, why is this important? Well, dear listener, let's delve into that. Imagine the scenario. The ground's shaking, the wind's howling, it's a scene of pandemonium. Your furry friend is scared and confused, and in the panic, they could easily run off. This is where a sturdy leash comes into play. It keeps your pet close and gives you control in unpredictable situations. But what if, despite your best efforts, your pet does get separated from you? This is where a collar with an ID tag becomes crucial. The ID tag should have your pet's name as well as your contact information. This simple piece of metal can be a lifeline connecting your lost pet back to you. And let's not forget about microchips. A small implant that can be scanned to reveal your contact information. It's like a digital leash, giving an extra layer of security to your pet. These tools will not only keep your pet safe but also help others identify and return your pet if lost. Transporting your pet safely is crucial during an emergency. It's not just about getting them from point A to point B. It's about ensuring their comfort, their security, and minimizing any stress they may feel in an already stressful situation. One of the best ways to transport your pet safely is by using a carrier or crate. These provide a secure space for your pet and can help them feel more comfortable during the journey. But remember, it's not enough to just have a carrier or crate. You need to make sure it's the right size for your pet and that they're used to being in it. This means you should introduce the carrier or crate to your pet well before any emergency situation arises. Let them explore it, let them get comfortable with it. This way, when the time comes, they'll be less likely to resist going in, and more likely to feel safe once they're inside. But what about the journey itself? Even if your pet is comfortable in their carrier or crate, the journey can still be stressful for them. This is where other items come into play. Blankets, for example, can provide extra comfort and warmth, particularly in colder weather. Toys can help keep them occupied and distracted. And don't forget about sanitation items. Things like pet waste bags or litter trays are essential for longer journeys. One more thing. Remember to keep your pet's needs in mind. If they're used to a particular routine, try to stick to it as much as possible. If they're used to being fed at a certain time, try to feed them at that time. If they're used to going for a walk at a certain time, try to take them for a walk at that time. This can help them feel more at ease and can make the whole process easier for both of you. Remember, a familiar environment can reduce stress for your pet. By taking the time to prepare and by keeping their needs in mind, you can help ensure their safety and comfort during an emergency. Creating an emergency preparedness kit is just the first step. We've covered some vital components of this kit, including food and water, medication, and the essential collar and leash. We've also delved into safe transport methods to ensure your pet's security in a crisis. However, assembling these items is only the beginning. The true test lies in your ability to implement these plans under pressure. It's crucial to practice your emergency plan regularly. This practice will help you and your pet to stay calm and composed during an actual emergency, ensuring a smooth execution of your plan. Imagine having to evacuate your home in a hurry. It can be chaotic. But if you've practiced, you'll know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to keep your pet safe. Remember, your pet depends on you. Be prepared and stay safe.